Hey guys, I just want you to look at the Iron Reaper that just looks absolutely swagtastic, okay? Just want to bring that up first before we get into the Iron Reaper's guide. Now, for those of you that didn't immediately X out of the video after hearing that, let's move on with the guide. So, as previously, I'll go over the introduction, their doctrines, and veterancy. Iron Reapers are a shock unit designed to break through enemy defenses while both dealing and absorbing massive damage. The charge with the flail out can break through shield lines, and the sword deals massive DPS or damage per second. I like to call them the king of the shock troops. Now, these are the doctrines that I have equipped. I am pretty sure this is not the optimal doctrine setup because they're all green, but I have yet to find anything better, and I've rolled probably in the ballpark of 20 to 30 times since I've gotten my Iron Reapers, and every single time I go into their doctrines to see if I got anything better, and I didn't. So, maybe they just don't have good doctrines. But then again, they don't necessarily need it, and we'll get into that, how good they are later. So, when choosing doctrines for these guys, it is more along the lines of your choice, unlike many other units like Fortebraccio or Falcos. Because they are naturally tanky and do a good amount of damage, the doctrines you choose will only make a minimal difference. I recommend blunt and or slashing damage and penetration, but health and defenses work well enough on their own as well. The best doctrines I have gotten for them so far are equipped, and I went over how there's just not options out there as far as I can see. These guys are a unique unit, and that is both a blessing and a curse for them. And this is the veterancy setup that a lot of my friends say they run and they recommend, and it is a lot more tanky and comes with the best heal over time in the game. At least one that you can put on units. Now, my build is 48% attack speed. This setup is devastating. When you run it, you'll wind up with just massive numbers, crazy damage per second, whether you're using the sword or the flail. I main flail, and I wanted them to be swinging for that CC aspect, because I actually use these guys to help control the enemy when I'm running with the team, not for damage. I'm not too worried when I bring these guys out, I'm not too worried about killing the enemy so much as keeping them from killing my teammates. It's sort of the same when I run my Falcos. I level the playing field, both in a literal and metaphorical sense. When enemies charge at my teammates, I want to put them to the ground so my teammates can just run them down. That's the same thing I want to accomplish with my Iron Reapers, and they do it damn well. And you'll see that in the videos I'll have later. Now, when choosing veterancy points for Iron Reapers, there is no clear-cut best build for them. I'm biased because of the way I play them. Like there is for so many other units, like 40s, there's the one way you build them, that's it. I recommend the second setup for 48% attack speed if you just want insane damage, or CC. If you want to be a bit more tanky, then go with the first setup. It also comes with the heal that I mentioned. It's 250 a second instead of 150 for 15 seconds. So, it's nice. Now for this next part, I'm going to show you a couple of tests I conducted with my Iron Reapers. I had my buddy Lassick from Hidden Order help me out with this. And what we're doing here is just showing how easily Iron Reapers with Flail Out can just trample a shield wall. The only difference with his stalwarts is he only has the doctrine to increase block by 250 instead of 400. Otherwise, he has optimal doctrines and they're maxed out. And just watch my Reapers just tear through the wall. Look at the health. Health is barely going down on any of them. I wind up losing one in this whole ordeal. It's disgusting. You just basically want them to come in and tear apart any defensive line that's left. And then that 48% attack speed is what I have on them right now. So you may notice that they seem to be attacking faster than what you probably see with your flails, and that'll be why. Because the 48% attack speed does work, along with Tiger Step working. As you've seen in that video, you've seen them do the little charge that they would do, which is the anti-CC that everybody talks about with Iron Reapers in there too. The same thing they do with the sword. So many people have told me that it doesn't work when I'm sitting here and have video evidence of it working. So I don't know what people are on. Probably some sort of weird drug, but whatever. I've gotten into debates and had to pull out the video evidence of it a few times with a few different people because they wouldn't shut up and keep calling me a liar or whatever. Sorry, but video evidence. Hello. And you'll even see later what they can do to heroes. Mainly because Lassic wasn't paying attention. But I'll point it out. I thought it was pretty funny. We both got a good laugh out of it when it happened. But what I'm setting up next, we're just kind of discussing some stuff, and one of his other buddies popped in chat, but we were talking about stuff and bullshitting a little bit, so we did take a little bit to get rolling. I did want to heal up the Reapers I had left, since I lost one, and quite a few of them were half or red, and then I'm going to have him charge me with his maxed out Hussars with the best doctrines. Now, I've done this in sieges before, because I knew I could stun units with the charge, but I would usually wipe out an entire Hussar unit without losing any units. I've done it once, and then I had another time where I lost one Iron Reaper and another one went into the red, but that was it. Otherwise, wiped out the whole freaking Hussar unit in a normal siege. Now, because of this video, I found out that those Hussar units were not maxed. Here's what happens. You'll see it here in a minute. When a maxed Hussar unit, best doctrines you can put on them in the game with the unstoppable charge, and an Iron Reaper flail unit collide. So, just enjoy the video. I do gotta admit, when they collided, I did not expect to lose a few. So that caught me by surprise because of my previous experiences rushing Hussars like that. So if you see an Iron Reaper group, don't do it. I think he was saying he lost like half his unit almost immediately. So yeah, probably not a great idea to rush an Iron Reaper unit when they see you. Probably won't end well for you. But yeah, we were just chatting and discussing it and talking about it, and he was calling bullshit that I was able to stop his unstoppable charge, which I mean, they have the same stun effect as 40s. That's basically what happened, is when they collided, it was the 40s. Now, I could have lessened the damage if the second they made contact I hit 2 for Tiger Step, but I did it a little late. And here you'll see Lassic wasn't paying attention. We were just chatting and bullshitting. And then my guys came up and just put him to the ground. And you can see it planted him on the ground after knocking him off his horse. He stood up and then they put him back down because of the knockdown effect from the flail. And that's why I use the flail so often. So next up, I have a few gameplay videos just showing off the power that is the Iron Reapers and their 48% attack speed. Because I am in love with that setup purely for the CC aspect. Yeah, I could run sword and I would do way more damage, but you have 0 CC at that point. So, I don't know. I don't like flip-flopping either. I'm lazy. When I bring out a unit, I don't change them very much. But you can see me charge into a cav unit here. And I believe I lost a couple of Reapers at the end of this, but I did wind up mopping up their whole cav unit. Maybe I'm thinking of something different. No, I absolutely just handed it to his... I think those are Outriders, so not exactly the best show. That's why I wanted to include that last video. But I'll send my guys off to heal here. Get them ready for the next fight. Now, some people do recommend the movement speed, and in this situation, it would be a great doctrine to have on them. And honestly, when I get another one, I'm probably going to slap that movement speed on them, because it will help in so many situations. I've avoided putting it on there, and I know some of my buddies that have talked about it are going to be like, "You fucker, I recommended it earlier, you stupid cunt," stuff like that. And I'm going to be like, well, I avoided it because I do like my guys, when they're behind a shield wall, to be slower than everything else, just slightly, so they just naturally won't move ahead of everything. So that way I'm not tempted to hit it. But in that situation, I could just not activate their speed boost. So I've just been stubborn, but it is a great doctrine to put on them. And I am pretty sure it's available for them. Yeah, it is. They're sitting there recommending. Why wouldn't it be? I'm being dumb now. I'll shut up and let you watch the video.
Form close order.
Yes, Commander.
Position.
Take position. Yes, Commander. Take position.
Raise weapons.
They will taste our steel.
Danger close. I don't know why, but I like yelling that whenever you treb like right next to your teammates. But I get my Reapers in here, just cause some damage. We unfortunately lost this game, so I'm just kind of doing whatever with my Reapers now.
They will taste our steel.
Yes, Commander.
They will taste our steel.
Now for this next video, this one's a relatively short one compared to the other one. Basically, we're getting pressed on home, and I pull out my Iron Reapers. And, well, things don't go well for the enemy team. They thought they were going to hold the staircase. My Iron Reapers said otherwise. Enjoy the show. Yeah, they're just gathering at the top of the stairs. I'm getting my teammates over there. You can see their guys get put to the ground there every so often. Or just die. Usually their damage kills them half the time before they put them down. But my guys are barely taking any damage, but I get them all on the stairs, or at least most of them. And then I just charge. Or Tiger Step, either way. But my Iron Reapers just punch a hole straight through their line. It's wonderful. Even though I'm missing half the squad, Iron Reapers are still intimidating. Even 2 or 3 of them can easily kill a hero if you're not careful. was going to send him to heal, but sometimes you just don't get the opportunity.
Take position! Spread out! Stand together! To me! Time to strike! Get round!
As I was saying, they're dangerous. Just like any other charge unit, if you see them coming at you like that, get the hell out of the way. Just want you to pay attention. I only have 6 of them left. Watch this. Shield wall. No more. Tore apart half of it instantly. And by the way, 300 unit kills. A little bragging rights there. Honestly, 200 of those kills came from my berserkers, though. It was a really good game.
Spread out! As you command!
Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed the video. It's about time I get myself killed. Take a look at my other guides if you get the chance. I am constantly putting out more guides, and hope you have a good day. See ya.